Today is Buy Nothing Day. The idea of this international event is to make people think about their spending habits and how it affects the Earth's natural environment. In the United Kingdom, it falls on November 26th. Tom and his classmates are holding an eco-bazaar at the school library today. They have been preparing for this day for 2 weeks. They have tried their best to organize such an important event. Let's take a look at what is happening. They have brought a few things from their homes that are still in good condition. Tom has brought a few books. Mike's brought a video game. Ben and Sam have brought a lot of their favorite comics. Lucy has fetched a pretty nice handbag from home. Mary has brought some posters of her favorite singers. Kim's brought a couple of her fashionable caps. Kate has made a piece of imitation jewelry for the event. The children have received the coupons in return for each item. Now they can buy other things at the bazaar. Now it's grammar time. Let's revise the tenses. We use present perfect to talk about the actions that occurred at an unspecified point in the past. Lucy has been to the charity shop twice. We use present perfect to talk about the events that have recently occurred. Mike has just bought a new video game. We use present perfect with stative verbs such as be, have, like, know to talk about the actions that started in the past and still ongoing. They have known each other since early childhood. Pay your attention to the differences between have gone, have been to, and have been in. Sam isn't at home now. He's gone to the shop. He's still there. Sam has been in the shop for an hour. He's in the shop. He's still doing his shopping. Sam has been to the shop. He has already come back. We use present perfect continuous to put emphasis on the duration of an action, which started in the past and continues up to the present. The tense is used with the action verbs. Tom has been saving up his pocket money for 5 months. He wants to buy a new smartphone. We use present perfect continuous for an action that has recently stopped and its results are visible in the present. Kim has been doing the shopping all day. She is really exhausted now. These are time markers for present perfect and present perfect continuous. Already, yet, just, ever, never, before, so far, up to now, for, since. Remember, we use past simple to describe an action that started in the past and ended in the past. Mary visited New York last year. These are time markers for past simple. Yesterday, ago, last. Pay your attention to the articles as well. Use the indefinite article a or its variation an only with countable nouns in the singular when you mention something for the first time. This is an apple. Use this article instead of one. I've got a sister. Use the article a with nouns denoting time, measure, weight, or frequency instead of per. The speed is about 100 kilometers an hour. Also, the article a is used with some illnesses, such as a cold, a fever, and a headache. The definite article the is used when the speaker and the listener know what particular object is meant. When the denotes a unique thing, with substantivized adjectives and participles. We also use the for musical instruments and historical events. It's also used with the names of oceans, seas, rivers, lakes, mountain chains, group of islands, and deserts. Use the with the names of countries where the word groups are used. Use the in front of the names of theaters, cinemas, hotels, restaurants, museums, art galleries, newspapers, and magazines. At last, the is used for naming heads of countries and with names in the plural to indicate the whole family. Sometimes we don't use an article in front of the nouns. They say we use the so-called zero article. Use the zero article with names and surnames, the names of continents, countries, cities, towns, villages, streets. The zero article is used for parks, sport and games, days, months, colors, dishes and drinks, languages, mountain peaks, and single islands. Use this article with such words as school, university, college, hospital, church, prison, when they express the purpose for which they serve. Remember, nouns can be countable or uncountable. Countable nouns can have a number. 1 book, 5 books. Uncountable nouns cannot have a number. We can say water, but we can't say, for example, 2 waters. Use the particular quantifiers with countable and uncountable nouns. Use many and few only with countable nouns. Use much and little only with uncountable ones. Use a lot of with both countable and uncountable nouns in positive sentences. Kim's got a lot of friends. Lucy's bought many interesting books yesterday. Mike's bought a few CDs for listening. Ben usually takes a lot of food to school. Tom doesn't have much rice on his plate. Kate has little time to get to school. So, what can you do on Buy Nothing Day? Tom has prepared a list of activities for you. On that day, he offers you 1. To walk to school instead of taking the bus. 2. Not to buy anything at the supermarket. 3. To organize an eco-bazaar at school. What some other activities can you do on that day? Add your own ideas to the list.